Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are coming in from, and also which channel you're coming in from. We are live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, we're live on LinkedIn. So happy to see anyone coming in from these channels. I will keep an eye on chat during the session on any questions coming in, but we do have something planned. So don't be afraid if you don't have any questions, but I will be keeping an eye on chat. That will be whatever channel you're on, comment field, whatever will be there. This session is for you. It's a live Q&A for anything digital online marketing related. The reason why we plan some kind of topic is so if you have anything specific in mind that you want to have, is so that you know a little bit more what you might be learning today or what you might be reflecting on today. The sessions are for anyone that has their own business, doing their own marketing. Could be for someone working with marketing and just wanting to keep on top of things. It could be coming here challenging me with a question. Love questions on the fly. Love to reflect on them. I think it's such a true type of content that someone asks a real question, and then we'll see what comes out of it. Doesn't mean that I always have the perfect answer, but I will definitely have some reflections around it, which I hope can shed some light to anyone joining. So what I have planned today of a topic, first of all, people coming in a little bit late, welcome. This is Marketer Access. It's hosted by Pine Tree Marketing. We run them every 2 weeks. Join whenever you want to. You will get notifications on the channels you're on if they're live, if you're following our channels. So I invite you to do that if you want. Every other week, these sessions are in English. In between that, I'm running them also in Norwegian because I'm originally Norwegian, and we have clients that speak different languages. The next week is Norwegian, but it's in English. And the topic that I'm planning to talk a little bit extra about today is something super relevant for doing efficient marketing. It is lifecycle marketing. Lifecycle marketing, let me just put up my little slide here. Lifecycle marketing is maybe a strange word for people, and marketing that's enough to understand. Or I only want to learn about social media marketing, or I only want to know about content marketing. I only want to know about SEO. I only want to know this. Lifecycle marketing actually touches on all of them, and it really is a framework that helps you as either marketing department or business owner to do better choices when it comes to your marketing. And what do I mean by that? Well, making more efficient choices. So don't pumping out money in one area if you don't have other things in place to convert to clients. We're all about how to improve the conversion of leads into clients and how to generate more business out of your marketing activities. So we'll go through a little bit about what it is. So we'll go through the framework. We'll dive a little bit more into the different segments of the framework, and then at the end, we'll also talk about how should you prioritize your approach to this. What should you be doing first, so that you actually have some tips on how to go about and assess your own situation and what you need to do. Along the way, will be some. I'll share some links to some tools you can use as well. How to read. How to write for your clients. How to assess your ideal clients. So we'll share those as we go. If you need any of these tools afterwards, just pop a message in the chat box, or the message box or the comment box, whatever is in the platform that you're joining from. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So just let us know, and we will, even if you're watching the replay of this, we will make sure that we share whatever we have and that your questions will, to some degree, be answered, even if we don't have a final answer. There will be some reflections around why we wouldn't have the final answer, or why there's certain things that should be taken into consideration. And that's something we do a lot. We take other things into consideration than just the exactly question that maybe someone had in mind. And this is what this framework that we're going to talk about as well, lifecycle marketing, helps us to do, is to understand the process of how to generate leads, how to convert leads, and how to get more business out of it. So I hope you're ready for that. I will take away my little follow thing, but again, just popping up quickly, just mentioning again, if you want to see more of these sessions, if you have questions, join us on our various channels, like the channel that you are on. You can also register to get notification about our live sessions. They are every second week. If you want to have notifications, that will send you email notifications when they're on. If you're on the social channels, you will get that normal notification in your Facebook or your LinkedIn or YouTube. So choose what you would like to do. But I will show you various tools along the way here that you can free tools that you can use to assist as well. But let's dive into what this lifecycle marketing is really about, and you will understand why you have to worry about, or not worry about it, why you have to think about it as well. So the first one is just to give you a little bit of an intro. Let me just remove my picture so you don't have to. So you get all the text as well. How to get business, and this is important because we're usually quite absorbed in our own business and our own products because we love what we do. We love what we have created. So, and it's the same goes for myself. I love marketing. I can talk about marketing for 8 hours a day, but I'm trying to limit it to these live sessions because I also have to help businesses with their marketing. So, but how to get the business today, and it was also like that some time ago, and it changes all the time. But this is some general notes. The average client really expects great service from a small business or small medium business. If you have a small medium business, your clients are really expecting something exceptional from you. Depending on what other businesses around you are doing, that you just have to position yourself better than them. So as you can maybe, if you're either watching from South Africa or some other English-speaking country, and you can hear my accent is South African. Here in South Africa, it's actually quite easy to stand out on a great customer experience because a lot of businesses don't focus on it. So this is something for local business that I would quickly go in and get to prioritize that, because that is how you get repeat business and more business. For other countries, it differs, but generally, your client expects great service, and we'll see now on the latest slide how that translates into business. 89% of people hire small businesses based on referrals. So almost 90% of decisions are because someone has said, "Hey, do you have anyone that you could recommend for this and that?" Or they talk to friends, or they ask somewhere if someone can recommend someone. So you should make sure that you get recommended. It's related to that great service that you're giving, but you also need to remember to ask for those referrals and be on top of your clients' minds, because they don't really, it's not in their business to recommend your business. So you have to make sure that you're on top of their mind. Then we have things like trustworthiness. You need to be a trusted business. They need to trust that you know what you're doing, that you're delivering on time. Dependability, they need to understand that. And expertise. They want to know that you know what you're doing, like I mentioned. That matters absolutely the most. Trustworthiness, dependability, and expertise. So 44% of potential clients will not hire you if you don't follow up quickly. Now we're over to something slightly different, that you need to make sure that you're on top of their mind throughout the purchasing process as well. This, we will have some slide with some stats around this, is something that people are not good enough at. We think we're quite good at it, but generally we're not. And I've been working in sales as well, so I'm taking from own experience as well. It's not something I say other people are not good enough at. It just happens. But there's tools and there's techniques to make you better at this, and that is part of lifecycle marketing as well. We'll put this all into perspective after this. Is a bit of a graphic that shows that. 36% of potential clients won't work with you if they're scheduling issues. So this is also, you're going to have a meeting when you want it. Does Wednesday good for you? No. Make it super easy to to book a session with you, I have these links that people can book a free virtual coffee or for quick chat. If anyone's interested in that, pop it in the message and I'll share the link. Have it easy to schedule time with you or to be able to talk to you availability, and it would fit into the other person's schedule as well. That's why I like the scheduling links. Yes, and just the source of this is taken from all the way back in 2018, which is now 4 years ago. But I've taken out things that are still super relevant. But it's from a Keep Client research study. So Pantry Marketing are Keep certified partners. Keep is a CRM marketing automation platform that we use and implement. So this is just some stats that I fetched from their research study on their clients, why it is important for small businesses. So they Keep focuses on small, medium businesses, which is the same as stats referring to. Then you have lifecycle marketing, a definition about it, what it is. It's a simple framework of three key systems that cover 9 phases of a customer's journey. And you will see this graphic showing exactly this on the next slide. Small business owners can use these systems to design a marketing strategy that will help them get potential customers, sell to them, or attract potential customers, sell to them, and deliver an experience that impress and keeps them coming back and get referrals. So it sounds good? Well, it is good. It still has to be implemented, so but it doesn't have to be so overwhelming. It will be when we go through it, we'll say, oh, this is a lot. But remember, I will show you how to prioritize and why you should work on some of these elements and not ignore it. It's really about getting customers out of your clicks, not just generating clicks, but getting customers out of them as well. So don't just get attention, get business and get more business. And of course, we proudly Lifecycle Marketing certified. There's also a certification that is offered by, amongst others, Keep, that we hold. Here is a graphic. Again, Lifecycle Marketing is a strong belief. It Keeps. I've taken this graphic from them, but it's really explained from different suppliers. But this is a good one to show you. So it's 3 phases. It's collecting leads, it's converting clients, and it is creating fans. Collecting leads, a lot of people know that they have to do that. And people come asking for social media marketing, lead generation, etc. It is a part of lifecycle marketing, but it's not the only part. We have part that is about converting clients and creating fans. People new to, say, for example, social media advertising can be quite disappointed on the cost of ads and how much business that generates if they don't have a focus on also converting the clients. So you are here. We will talk about these things. So you will get some good tips at the end of this for what to do and how to prioritize for your business what you need to do. So I have so these 3 phases again are divided into, and I will also show you a little assessment that you can do to see where you're at. These 3 phases are divided into 9 steps again, and this is the 9 steps of a customer journey. The customer journeys are defined differently by different call it articles of different sources, but it generally follows something like this. So you can take this as a good one. Within collecting leads, there's 3. Within converting clients, there's 3, and within creating fans, there's also 3. And each of them has you focus on separately, but look at them as a whole. You see here how they all come together. Within collecting leads, we have targeting clients. You really need to target the people that you want to reach. So, for example, Facebook has targeting features that you can use to target an ad, but you really should go deeper. So when you're targeting, say for example, the Facebook example that I had now is don't look at the don't look at what Facebook offers you to segment and segment based on that. First, figure out who's your target market and then see what fits. Like it's not only age, gender, location. Those are some basic ones, but it's also what identifies them, what kind of hobbies would they have, what do they care about, etc. So targeting is quite important. It really narrows down who you reach, which you want, because you don't want to spend money on ad money, etc., on or time and effort on people that are not in your target group. Then you need to attract these right clients. So you're reaching the right people. Now you need to attract them. So you need to have content that attracts your target group. You need to understand what kind of content is it that attracts my target group. Is it a very specific offer? Is it a freebie? Is it a webinar? What is it that attracts them? So something of interest, maybe a free ebook. I will show some examples later on how to do this. With my example has a free ebook. So you need to attract them with something that is not only that you want to push on the people, but are truly attractive to the person that that you want to reach. Then you need to capture them. This is an important step because you don't have any leads until you have captured someone's details. And capture sounds like could sound at least a negative word, but it really is a way for you to understanding who's your potential clients, who's interested in your product, and giving you the opportunity to continue to communicate and be on top of their minds to convert them. Because you see this now we're going into the next phase to convert them into clients. It's quite important to capture the details. Excel sheet is not good enough. This is where I would highly recommend to have a CRM system. It doesn't have to be super advanced, but just to have a system that really captures all of your leads, having systemized capturing process. That could be ads should go in there, requests on your website should go into your CRM, anything that captures someone's details should go into your CRM. Keep offers some of these Office is CRM as well. They have a few versions. I have a link to one that is quite easy to use. I'll share it just now. Then after you capture someone's details, now you have them in your CRM system. You need to engage with these people. You need to keep on top of their minds. I do have specific stats showing you how important and crucial this is for closing business. You need to engage quite a lot. You need to keep in touch. And a lot of people in smaller businesses there is, and the more limited budget there is, the less people often focus on the importance of engaging because they don't have time, and it doesn't necessarily cost so much money, but they don't really have time because they're focusing on other things. But you see, it's a part of the conversion process. So don't you have time to convert your clients? You must have time to convert your clients. Then you need to offer something. So you need to put in the offer at the right time. Maybe that's based on actions. This is where automation can help you a lot as well to both engage and offer. So here, this is really, really elements where marketing automation would play a very important role, especially for a small, medium business, because you don't have time to do this manually and properly. And it's important because you want to convert your clients. Then you need to close the business, of course. Not just offer, you need to make sure the business is closed. And then you have converted clients. Not all your leads will convert into clients, but you need to have things in place to make sure that things are not falling through the cracks. This is where a lot of things fall through the cracks for a lot of the clients that we deal with. First of all, they might not have a system, might not have a CRM system. This is where we often recommend one of the versions of Keep because we're partners, or if they have one existing one, we help to improve that one. We will use for that, and to have systems that help them engage and offer and close. Then we need to create fans. Why do we need to create fans? Because especially look at this one at the end here, we need to multiply. We need to multiply business. How do we do it? We deliver a stellar experience. We have to make sure that we deliver on what we promise. We impress. So we actually deliver better. We exceed expectations. It is not very difficult to do that. And I'll come with some specific examples. It's really, really small techniques that you do to do that. And then you multiply. There's two ways to multiply. get more business from existing clients, so people purchasing again, or getting new business from existing clients, so they refer you or they recommend you or they have a friend, etc. So that is a lifecycle marketing framework. I will put up a link here so you can do a little assessment if you want. This is this link takes you to it's an assessment by Keep, so you will be directed to Keep's website, but you can do a lifecycle marketing assessment to see where your company is at. It's not very advanced, but you can also read more about lifecycle marketing if you want to. But here is the link to do an assessment for your business. But let's move on to see the different elements of lifecycle marketing. So the first phase is collecting leads. It's all about converting clicks to customers. A click, someone visiting your website will most likely not buy the first time they're there. So it's actually as high as 96%. You will find variations of these stats, but it's a very high percentage of website visitors will not buy first time they visit your website. So you need to make sure that you have the opportunity to interact with them over time so that you can engage and take them into that conversion phase where you can engage, add value, quality, remind them, be in touch, give them an offer, and close the business. It is really important that you have lead capture in place. A little graphic at the bottom shows an example of how that could be done. In this example here, it's just advertising in form of, for example, a Facebook ad that someone clicks on. You see it moves on to a click. And for now, they're just a click. You don't know who they are. Facebook is telling you, hey, you had a click, but nothing more. Then they might be taken to a landing page. Now we'll go into why I'm using landing pages and why we'll have some presentation material on that. Why then is beneficial for converting clicks into customers? Why is it beneficial for the buyer's journey to have landing pages? Then that landing page should capture the lead into your CRM system. Then you can nurture them beautifully into new clients. Again, it's not realistic to think that everyone will become a client, but if you don't have it in place, you are losing out on a lot of business. So that is definitely something to remember. Here is an example of a collection. This is the one I was talking about, a free ebook download. We give this campaign, this is just a screenshot is from Keeps. We give this campaign to people that obviously they want it. We give it for free. This is a free ebook download, and this campaign is specifically designed for coaches and consultants to promote their new ebook. So the green icon here is a landing page that allows people to, yes, please, I would like this ebook. And then we have an automated delivery sequence that delivers the ebook. If they click to download the ebook in the first email, they will obviously not receive the second. That is what this is looking after. And then we put them into a specific nurturing campaign for people coming from this source. That's just an example of how that can work. Then we have landing pages. So I did promise you a slide on landing pages. These are some examples of some landing pages. These ones on the right-hand side, they are templates that I got from Keep. You might not be able to see the text here, but this is a digital agency lead gen, a free chapter for ebook upsell, a video library subscription, and one-time offer to a product. This is one that we created for a webinar that we had on how to convert clicks to customers. But just to show you that you can also have a lot of templates. I'll take up the link if someone wants to try Keep. I'm going to take up there's a link here where you can get a free month. It just overall some of my imagery. There's some other goodies there. Try it out if you want to. There's other tools to use as well. We certified partners with Keep, so it's one of the ones we promote and recommend. But landing pages, why should you use landing pages? So your ads are having a message. We talked about targeting a message and attract people with something that they're interested you often use a lot of time on designing your ad. You want to make sure that you have control of where they land and what they do after. So you can have a landing page more tailored to a specific ad than maybe your website is. An example to illustrate. We were doing sales for an accounting company. So they're selling accounting services. But our targeting in our ads, we ran we ran more, but two quite different ones. One towards hairdressers. So then we created a landing page that had, the same offering, accounting services, but the imagery was a little bit more, call it hairy, a little bit more hairstyles, a little bit softer colors. We used imagery that was appealing to hairdressers and sometimes words. So then we just made another target group was builders and construction. So for them we just duplicated the landing page, but we changed the imagery to be more construction related, the more yellow green style. The still accounting services offered, but now we created landing pages that are much more tailored to the ad that we were running without very much effort. It's not like it needs to take a lot of effort to do that. You just create, replicate, and just maybe change a photograph or some of the text, or accounting services for hairdressers in the title, and accounting service for construction companies on the landing page. So it doesn't have to be big changes. And for example, you just duplicate one that landing page you created, and you create a new one. It's much better than to redirect them to a general homepage or on your website that is not really streamlined for the target audience. This is important for your lead capture, because you want to attract people. You want them to feel like, yes, you're talking to me. The landing pages are very useful. And then let me take away this link again. If someone wants that link again, keep 3 months. I might show it again, but just let me know in the comment field or the chat. They have converting clients. This is a very interesting topic, and we could have a whole session on converting clients, but because I get a lot of questions around this. I'm highlighting a few things that we generally see is important and that people can implement fairly easily and improve fairly easily, that gives results. So it's about nurturing your leads into clients. You have to nurture them. You see, I have my graphic back here again. Now we're down on this nurturing. You have the advertising and the generating and capturing the leads. We're nurturing these clients. So important things to do is to stay in touch. You have to have contact points. I have promised you a graphic on that, how important it is. And you will see, you will actually might even be a bit surprised, some of those stats. But stay in touch. Know when to follow up and how frequently and how many times you need to stay in touch. Most people don't stay in touch enough. They don't stay in touch, or they're not in contact quickly enough with their leads. They might be focusing on a hot deal, and they're not nurturing their deals that are about to be hot into becoming hot, and they're losing out on business. The other one is email marketing. It's a really cheap way of doing marketing. You can automate it very easily with a tool like Keep or another email tool. I recommend that it's connected to your CRM, so that you can really use your CRM to segment your contacts and then send them emails based on action. So I really recommend that. But email marketing is still very powerful. Do not send spam. It's still very effective, but you mustn't spam people. This is where understanding which ad people came from. So I showed you that example of the ebook earlier. Understanding which ad did they come from, which landing page did they meet, and build on that communications. In my example, where we're running accounting, a promotion for accounting towards hairdressers, the email nurturing should talk to hairdressers and keep that same theme, while for constructions, it should keep the same theme of construction. So send the right information to the right time and know your target group. A tool like Keep has the CRM and email marketing and the landing page, for that sake, all in one. It makes it easy to use, but there's a lot of tools on the market. But email marketing is very cost effective. Here is the stats. Hopefully you can see them, but I'll go through some of the highlights. It's about knowing when to follow up. spend time on leads that are ready to buy, automate the rest. Automate the nurturing. It really helps you to generate more business. We know we have to spend time on leads that are ready to buy. We don't necessarily know who they are. Often we forget to spend time on nurturing the people into where they are ready to buy. Make it easy to buy. Don't hide the buy now button. Remember that in the lifecycle marketing graphic, the one is called offer. We need to remember that it's easy to buy. I also look at websites for clients sometimes, and we look at the purchasing process. One of the things we often look at, because it needs to be easy to buy. And if we can't see the buy now button and it's easy to buy within a couple of seconds, it's not good enough. And then our client might say, oh, but it's right there. Just go there and there. No, it's not good enough because it's too difficult to buy. So it's friction that we don't need. People are ready to tap in cards. People are ready to used to paying with their phones. Things need to go quickly to make it super easy to buy. Remember to follow up on leads. Super critical. People aren't very good at it. Yes, I've been in sales. I know that this is true. The top one, if you can't read it, it says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. That can be different reasons. Maybe it's not captured. Maybe they don't have a CRM system, most likely, because if a new lead comes into your CRM system, it's very difficult to forget it if it's set up correctly. And then, or they forget. There's no system in place to help a salesperson remember to follow up with the prospects. You remember the hot deals, but not nurturing other deals into becoming hot deals. And then we have a little bit further down here, only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Okay, why is that important? Well, if I summarize these two at the bottom here, 90% of sales are made on the 4th contact and up. 90% of sales. So you have 10% of salespeople making more than 3 contacts, but 90% of sales is done in that space after. So here you can see there's a big gap on how we follow up. This tells us, by the way, I got it from when I worked in sales. One of my sales manager had this, was presenting us to this to make us understand the importance of following up. Of course, having a system to help you do that makes the job so much easier. But you do need to do it. You know, you can't only spend money on ads and not following up on your leads, because you're wasting your money on the ads. So it's quite important to follow up. It's really, really critical for converting leads into clients. So this is important. We will have a look at how to prioritize it with the work a bit later. But see how important this is. And people generally are not that good at it, unfortunately. And we talk from experience. We work with a lot of clients, know what they need. We help them implement these things. And this presentation of what I'm bringing up here, there's a lot that could have been in here, but it's things that generally is problems that we need to address for clients. Then we have lead nurturing. It's not only newsletters. So if you look at the graphic here, a lot of people that are saying to me, "Oh, we're doing email marketing," they're sending one email letter to the whole database. Standardized monthly newsletters to customers is not necessarily sufficient, and it might not be the right way to go. I'm not going to say we're going to stop you doing it, but understand what gives you business and what kind of communication you're sending. Tailored and streamlined communication, on the other hand, will be much more appreciated by the person receiving it. It will feel like you're talking to them. So that's what this one is trying to illustrate, that you're segmenting your target group and you send emails that are experienced more personal than just an email blast. Trigger campaigns are perfect for this. Trigger campaigns would be, if this happens, then do that. Email tool like Keep would help you to do that. So if someone opens a mail, send them something extra. If someone fills in this landing page, then put them into this nurturing campaign. If someone is clicking on this ad, then send them that. That would be typical trigger campaigns. Then automate them, because you don't have time. You'll see there's a lot of things going on here. You should automate these things that are routine processes. It still helps you generate business. Don't forget to nurture your actual customers as well. Don't only focus on your new leads. but you want repeated orders and you want additional purchases. So keep it top of your client's mind as well to make sure that you can generate more business out of your existing business. Because then we're moving into creating fans, which is customer nurturing. So you're going from lead nurturing into customer nurturing. And here you get a few super simple tips on what to do. And this is not very difficult to implement. Not even manually is that difficult. I do recommend to automate them because some of these steps are a bit awkward. Again, then you can use a new CRM system with the automation part. You can do this quite easily. Keeps one of them. There's other tools out there. Can pop up the free. Well, let's go to my text. Let me just pop it up quickly. If you want to try this, if you try this link, there's some few other goodies as well. There's other tools out there as well. This is a free month of Keep. If you want to try it, they will offer all the things that I'm going through here. And we do give you some implementation assistance, as you will see if you go to this link, is that no tool is better than the implementation. So we want to make sure that you get help on that. So we give you some free resources in addition to that. So some of the things that are key tricks to do: follow up with your customers after a purchase. Say thank you for your purchase. You often find this in e-commerce stores that is automated, like a Shopify or WooCommerce, but some are not, and not all of them are good either if you're using the default ones. But say thank you. Thank you for the purchase. Give post-sale attention and service. So say a month after someone has purchased something, ask them, how was your product? Or if it's 3 months into service, ask them how they think the service is going. So keep on top of your clients and give them attention. It's great to automate this because you create standardized processes. Like say after a month, send this. If they click that they're happy, do this. And that is also what we're going to talk about here in the next one: get reviews and referrals. So segment your customers into happy, unhappy. Say they give you, so I'll just turn my video on quickly. So if they give them the option of maybe a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And if they give you a thumbs up, automatically send them into a sequence that gives them reviews. If they have thumbs down, hopefully not, send them straight into a sequence that gives you a notification so you can follow up with them. You can turn a bad customer experience into a good customer experience, but you need to know. And you want to know if someone has a bad customer experience, because that's how you're going to fix it and making sure that you get more business and reviews from your clients. So focus on the platforms where your customers are most active. If it is that you normally get your customers from LinkedIn, then focus on reviews on LinkedIn. Are they normally coming from Google? Focus on Google. Are they normally coming from Instagram? Focus on Instagram. Focus on the platforms where they're most active. Also, if everyone is coming from Twitter, then maybe they're more comfortable giving you reviews on Twitter as well. Get referrals. So remember to ask. This is such an awkward little process. So you just done a delivery or supplied a product and like, do you mind giving me a referral? So great thing to automate. Give your happy customers an incentive to actually refer you. If you can, you might want to tell them about it, or you might give them a surprise afterwards. We're the fan of giving a surprise afterwards. We get a lot of referrals, and people that if we know who referred, then we will give them a little special attention, a little surprise. And that's a nice thing because then you wow as well, because they don't expect it. You get the referrals because they like your service, but you're actually rewarding the person or the company afterwards as well. Here is an example, just to show you an example of what it can look like. If it looks daunting, this is a template that we again give to anyone trying Keep. I'll walk you quickly through it. We just a tag is applied when someone becomes a client, and we send them 2 emails. If they're happy or not, very quickly. If they respond to the first one again, they will not get the second one. If they are satisfied, we do the appropriate follow-up, asking for referrals, asking if they're happy, things relating to get reviews, relating to being happy. If they are neutral, we do appropriate follow-on or neutral. If they're unhappy, like I mentioned, there's a task to follow up on this contact. So what I thought as well, just at the end, I will show you a little bit of how to prioritize. There's a lot of stuff, as you see, that can be done and to improve the process. What I recommend is to not think that everything has to be perfect right away, but to understand, take one step at a time and prioritize what is the most critical for you. But it's not just generating new traffic, just because that is in the front of this one on this one is doesn't mean that it's, we're going to talk about the priority path, but I'm just repeating what it is, a little bit more in colors and icons. So the general process of a purchasing process is that we generate a new traffic to our website or to an ad or whatever we do. We capture the new leads from this traffic. We systemize the sales conversion. We engage unconverted leads and we make it easy to purchase. And so this is the blue icons are relating to converting clients. The green ones are relating to generating leads. And the purple, this is actually blue and purple, is relating to impressing and creating fans. To create fans, we deliver and wow, we upsell to existing customers, and at the same time, we're asking for referrals. And we do long-term nurture of prospects and customers. Because we need to make sure that we are on top of people's mind. When someone comes to me and asks, "Hey, Ines, who would you recommend for a good window clean?" Then I need to be then window clean company needs to be at top of mind for me to recommend them. Or I have a friend saying, I'm struggling all the time. My windows get so dirty, so much traffic where I live. Oh, why don't you try this company for window clean? For me to remember to think about that. Now I'm a marketer, so I tend to remember because I want to help businesses and I understand the importance. But your general clients will not remember. So you need to keep on top of their mind. You need to nurture them. You need to be there in the space when they're ready to purchase again, when they're ready to recommend you. So the last slide of the day is how do we prioritize this when we work with clients? If we're going to help clients implement lifecycle marketing, and I really recommend that you follow the same procedure. If you want this, you can this graphic here or this system. Let us know, and we can also send it to you as well. But I'll walk you through it. So the first step that we do, if someone has an existing list, if someone has a list, we start here. We re-engage the existing list. It's a lot cheaper than to try to generate new business. It usually requires less effort. We re-engage them by sending them nurturing, typically maybe emails. We test out the database, figuring out what's going on. So we re-engage existing leads, drive your existing prospects to take action. It's the absolutely quickest path to business. Then we make sure that there is a system to capture leads from existing traffic. So the traffic that you already have, is there a system in place to capture that? You are using landing pages and forms. How are you capturing your data? Making sure that there's capturing of data. Do you need a CRM system? Do you have a CRM system? Do you need to optimize it or whatever is going on? So you need to capture, making sure that you are capturing leads from existing traffic, creating lead magnets, entice your visitors, get them on your marketing list. And so this is related to that. Systemize your sales conversion. Be intentional in what you do. Build your funnel. Send these automated emails. Do retargeting, but really systemize your sales conversion. This is not a small process, but you see, this is very high on the priority list. Because there's no point of driving a lot of new traffic to your website and ads and landing pages if you don't have a sales conversion process in place. It doesn't have to be massive, but you need to have a conscious mind about what you are doing, and you can develop it as you go as well, and as you see what works or not. Then we're going into and people might say, "Oh, why are you worrying? This is delivering a great customer experience." Then people might say, "But why are you worrying about that? You're marketers." Well, we can't market a service if it's not delivered very well. Our marketing will be great, maybe at generating traffic, but may not that good at converting. So we really need to understand what is the experience customer experience when someone purchases. That is key to overall success of the marketing of the whole business actually. Then we yeah, and it's more than just delivering what you do, but we're making the customers feel awesome. Following up on them. Thank you for your purchase. What do you think of our service? Congratulations, you've been a customer for a year. Things like that. Then we ask happy customers for referrals, making sure that we are maximizing the outcome and the business of our existing clients by asking for referrals and upselling and creating more sales on existing clients. So that is quite important. You see a lot of these wow items come quite high up because it needs to be in place. It's no point of trying to only generate new business when you actually have great potential on creating more business on your existing business. Then we look at the purchasing process, and that's another thing. Why are you looking at the purchasing process? No, that's my web guy that is doing that, or that is it's there, it's good enough, or whatever. We look at it because we can market as much as we want, or you can market as much as you want. And if the purchase process is failing or is too difficult, too much friction, you're not getting the purchases. You have the most amazing conversion funnel, but you're not getting the purchases because it's too difficult to purchase. So we look at that. Then we also focus on nurturing your prospects and clients more on a long term as well to build the relationships, keeping on top of mind, those things. And then all the way at the end, we focus on generating new business for clients. That could be ads and things like that. A lot of people and businesses that we deal with know that they must do this, and they might be approaching us to generate new business. But it's quite important for us that the rest of the stuff is somewhat there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if not, the expectations are wrong. If you think you're going to get only business from generating new traffic and that's it, we can't deliver on that. We need to make sure that you capture your leads and that you follow up on your leads and that you close your leads. If not, our services are unsuccessful if we only generate the leads. So that is something that we worry about as well. We're not going to force anyone to necessarily do all of this, but we highly recommend that this is being done. So that is our priority path when we work with clients on implementing lifecycle marketing. We re-engage existing lists. We're making sure that leads are captured, that there is a process for capturing them, preferably into a CRM. If they don't have one, we often recommend Keep, but it's not a necessity. You can use whatever you want. Then we systemize the sales conversion, giving help on how to systemize the sales conversion. We're making sure that we understand the customer experience, might give input on quick improvements. Maybe we automate a few sequences if we're building automations that just does this for the client. Asking for referrals and creating upsells, super important. It's so much easier to sell to someone who's already bought from you, or that is, as we saw earlier in the stats, that is already recommended to you. Then we look at the purchasing process in itself. Can we identify any friction? Nurturing, then generating leads. When I say that we work with clients with this, doesn't mean that we necessarily have to execute all of this. Sometimes we work on a strategy level just to help basically going through the things more in detail of what we've been talking about today, but more applicable for your company or the company we're working with. But we also do help, obviously, on every single step here. What needs to be done, or what do you have, and should you prioritize it or not, is another one. So that is some of the things that we have. I will just put up the link again. If you want to assess your business, this is a Keep assessment. You will be directed to a Keep webpage. Then you can. That's some a resource there. And if you want to try Keep, of course, you are welcome to do so for free. There's you will see that the price that we offer is a lot less than on the official website. So if you just now have the Keep website in a tab on its own, then check this one out. You will see that the prices are a lot lower, and you get a lot of other goodies. I mentioned earlier, system is never better than implementation. So implementation of the system is important. If you're not very techie, I do recommend having a system that is not advanced, or getting a lot of help with implementation. Or like this link will supply some free resources, free training, and we also include some sessions with us, one-on-one sessions, so we can help you implement the system. So that is all that I was really planning to go through today. If anything of this, if you want me to re-show any of the or send you any of the slides, any of the graphics, please let me know. If you have any questions, either about lifecycle marketing or if you have questions about anything else, digital marketing, online marketing, we love questions. Really hope that you take that opportunity to do so. I'm going to give you some time to do that. If you're watching the replay, we will also answer any comments and questions that come afterwards to our videos, because they will all be on our pages and on YouTube, Facebook, on LinkedIn. So we will make good effort into trying that. If you feel like you have anything you don't want to ask publicly, you can also contact us directly via our chats. You can contact us via our website, different for the different channels, of course. So really be in contact. A lot of people are watching this replay. I do know that. So very happy for you guys as well. Find your time to ask questions. We're running these sessions in English, Marketer Access, every second week. And we are open for any we get questions, sometimes questions coming in advance. And we have sessions where we only focus on science questions as well. But we try to have a general topic. If you have something you're wondering about, let me know or let us know. And we will make sure that we put it on the agenda as a topic here as well. I'll give 1 minute to ask any questions that you might have. If you have problems with the questions, go to our website as well. Our website is pine3marketing.com. Alternatively, you will also find us on marketeraccess.com. That is specifically for these sessions. So that is how to reach us. Any questions coming up? If not, again, we will also answer all these questions afterwards that might come in. And if you email us, we will answer you directly as well. If nothing, I will say thank you so much for joining today. For the guys, you guys watching the replay, thank you so much as well. I'm happy that you're joining as well, even if it's not live. And I wish you a great day. I wish you a great implementation with your lifecycle marketing. Be in touch if you have any questions. We do this a lot, but yeah, do it yourself or get help. Hopefully, you have picked up some good tips today. Bye bye.